Hmm? I was muted this whole time, but that That update is exciting to me. So exciting. Because having a marker for where you died, that's a game changer right there. Also, that's weird. Okay. Also, being able to mark the portal for the winter invasion is kind of tops. Because you can get your villagers out there, the militia, and get them, doing shit. Get them to fight off the bad guys before they destroy the village. Look here, you little bastards. I think it must have marked it. That's what the marker is, yeah? Probably building materials. Maybe. Formerly building materials? Okay. Long stick, though. Alright, I'll have to cut down another tree and mark that. I'm gonna die in this first winter invasion, so that's gonna be fun. I always die in the first winter invasion, so not winter invasion, damn it. Bloodmoon invasion. Always die in the first Bloodmoon invasion. Alright, I'm gonna take my headphones off because I do. I have a headache and I can't. Um, um, I need to have them off as much as possible. I might leave my mic on though, so I can just talk. So you can hear all my annoying chatter. There's long sticks right here. this without any villagers for until I have like the whole village built. Because villagers like to piss me off. So I don't want any right now. $35 on chicken strips and mac and cheese. Jesus Christ. Oh. Hey, little one. Would it be so terrible if I shut off this light? That's kind of killing me. But, I want to be considerate since you're sharing my space right now. Am I imagining things that just start out requiring 4 stones, and I added 3 stones, and now it still wants 3 stones, and I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Because I've added 4 stones now. Maybe it wanted 6, but I could have sworn it's 7. See, it's 'cause my brain is hurting me. His entry. Hmm. Please, please. Here comes the blood moon. Destruction. Oh, and it's cold and I'm dying. As soon as the smoke is they have it on, then the blood moon. Yeah, it's getting colder. So, fire die. Or chase them out. Fight back. I don't know. Hey, but even if I had, I don't have a homemaker and a blueberry and all that shit yet. Next on the list, after sometimes, sometimes when you're solo, gives you an extra day. Not really though, very often. It'll be like at 2200. They'll come and attack the shit. Better go grab some food. So I can be at full strength and sleep while I can. The second that I can to get my freaking splinters healed. None right here. Fucking bullshit. Yep. This is blood now. Any fucking shit. I might have time. Oh, my building. So first they're gonna go for the Aya building, which I don't give a shit about. There it is. So fucking predictable. 2200. I'm getting better at this. God, the healing is so slow. Good. I'm still fucking splintered. Making that way. There they are. Lights anyway. Yay! That was easy. I didn't die. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Ah, okay, let's go back to sleep for a little bit. Jesus Christ. And there I was. I'm gonna die, and it's okay, because I expect it. And I didn't fucking die this time. It was just whites like it should be. Jeez. Usually I get this far and I've got like 3 whites, 4 skeletons, and a Draugr. For fuck's sake. Yay! It was just the whites. Not at my best today, but it's been days and days since I've done anything, and I feel like I'm neglecting it. That's not fair, is it? Oh god, I really need to get my house built because this is some bullshit. Need to get the house built. I was just, when I was running around like the edge of the where I started building, I was trying to see where I have to start building my fence around the settlement. Kind of really need to build it all the way to the water, but I'm not going to build it all the way to the water. I'll just put like a guard tower out there or something for the fishing. Oh yeah, there was an update on the fishermen too that they're not gonna drop their bait on the fucking dock anymore. Too nice. Like, oh, that's annoying. There you go. You just be you. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, my head's been hurting, so I didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear your call coming in.
It's alright, I thought, she's not heard me, so I thought I'll give you a few minutes whilst I do some stuff and then I'd call you back again, but you caught me. Stolen a new shower.
Oh, fun times.
Yeah. Well, I thought, to be nice, because my niece really likes the shower at mine, because I made it into a powered shower.
Yeah.
I thought, since she's going to be staying at mine for a month when I go to Thailand, I'd treat her and upgrade the shower again to a rainfall powered shower.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, normally when I install them, I'm like, they're all right, but they're just a normal shower at that point. But I was like, having it as a powered shower,
Yeah.
maybe pretty sweet.
Yeah. And I just got like one of those like adjustable, like movable shower heads, right? They're great for when my head hurts. You could change it to like high pressure and I can just let it like hit my head. That's nice.
See, I just have a massaging fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was just at my parents because I thought, I'll pick up the shower and I will talk to my brother, see if he actually bothers to wake up, see if he talk to him about D&D. And surprisingly, he didn't just wake up. He was, when I played it, he's like, okay, yeah, really like this idea. And we started talking about it, and then minutes went past, and I went past that. I think like 3 hours just went past. So
that's awesome.
he seems excited.
That's
Danny seems excited.
that's awesome.
I've got another one who hasn't responded yet, but I mean, possibly. Danny said he's going to look at bringing a friend to play as well. Then there's you, and I mean, I did consider messaging Gruul to see if he'd actually be interested as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I don't know if he likes D&D, but like I don't know how you can play MMOs and not like it, you know, D&D. So
Yeah. If you don't like role play, kind of weird to be playing massively multiplayer online role play game. Whereas it's more of medium-sized multiplayer online role play game. What I'm planning to do.
yeah, I feel like some people don't because like
They're fucking weird.
well, not only that, but D&D itself requires more imagination and effort.
Yeah,
Because
see,
you gotta like decide who you are.
I got Craig to play it with us at one time, and he seemed happy enough to play it. But then every time, if it's ever mentioned, he's like, "Yeah, you played that weird game, and it's really sad." And I was like,
What the fuck?
"Why was it sad?" He's like, "Oh, you role played the characters and stuff," and I'm like, "That's kind of the whole point. You
Wow.
put role play into it. It's not just I walk to a creature and I hit it. That
Well,
is called a tabletop game."
That's freaking crazy.
But yeah, because I was just explaining to my brother. Let me just pull it up. I mean, I've gone way more in depth on this than I've ever done on any D&D campaign I've ever done. And I mean, like, it's not even fucking close now. Normally, I've wrote a page. That's generally what I come up for a D&D campaign.
You're like,
But-
we'll go from there. Fuck it.
Yeah, basically, I've got a slight idea what the town is maybe like. Ignore the rest of the world, and that's it. So to put it easily, I currently have changes for character creation. I've got the campaign setting, what you've had the introduction to it.
That's a nice setting.
I've got
That's a good start.
I've got the factions. Each of the factions, I've got a little bit about their city, what the key points are, what their trading things are, who's controlling the city. As just a small, like, 2-line thing. Then I've got multiple pages on each of the cities, with multiple pages on the people who control it. I've got it generated certain specialist foods for each of the cities. So depending on which city you're in, the food changes and the drinks change.
Ah, see, so it's kind of realistic. That's good.
Yes, and
Because that's life, man.
if you buy the cheaper, shitty food, it's just food and water sort of idea. It just gets you by. If you pay more, they each come with their own buffs.
Oh.
So it's like, when you're poor, you may just start with the basic stuff. When you've started to get more money, you're like, okay, I would like to be a little bit stronger for the next hour or two. Then there we go, buy the better food.
Huh.
I've had it come up with drugs that the players can take and other people will be taking in the setting.
Okay.
Yeah, full on, like, proper drugs, but reasons to also take them.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, maybe, if you're in the fog, maybe you need to take certain drugs to keep it, off you a little bit.
Right.
But on top of that, I've also came up with diseases and ailments. So, it's getting kind of there.
That's freaking awesome. So like my dad, I mean, like, holy shit. So he wouldn't just like worry about the places that you're guaranteed to go. He freaking went into extreme detail on anywhere that you might consider stopping at, even if it's not even close to where the campaign is. My dad would actually build the entire freaking world. Like, the entire world.
Yeah. See,
And
that's
I'm
the
like-
problem. That's what my brother used to do.
My dad had severe OCD, so he couldn't not.
Yep. My
And
brother
there-
wouldn't let us start until he'd made every person in the town on what they would say, sort of thing.
That's
And
how
I was
my
like-
dad was. And
I went-
no, it wasn't just what they would say. It was what they would say in any circumstance. So like if you said this, they would say that. If they said that and you said this, they would say this in response. And I'm like, Jesus, Um,
Yeah. See, my brother got annoyed at me on it. He moaned when we first started D&D because he was DM in it, and he went, it'd take him about 2 weeks to come up with one session.
yeah.
And I was like, I really enjoy it, but you're fucking slow. He's like, oh, you don't understand how long it takes and all this. And at that point, he gave up DMing, and I took it over.
Aw.
I took it over, and he was like, oh, that was a really good game. How long did that take you? I went, okay, I'll make it easy. I got home from work at 5. You all got here at 7. That's how long it took me. He's like, what? I went, I just threw up some characters and went, okay, I've got a few monsters. What's happening today? I just go with it. And everyone's like, how can you do it? I went, oh, my creativity on the fly
It's tops.
can work. I can work with that. My
Like
problem
that.
is if I want to sit down and create, I find it hard for the players to do it. One sec, phone call.
Okay.
This level of the mine has no rocks. With all the enemies, and there is no ladder. Looks like I'm using the
That was not very many sticks, I guess. sticks over here. Yeah, I'm really concerned here because these guys are destroying my stuff.
That is not open.
What the fuck? Oh, little bark. What's the next step? Is all the same bark? I think it's like 35 bark. Bark. Listen up, man. Maybe water would be a good idea, yes. Fucking hear them? Damn rabbit things. Stop. Fucking hate them. Oh, god dang it. Sorry. Excuse me. Right now, but I think anyways, yeah, I feel like it should contribute to the village's defense score. The fact that it doesn't, I find severely offensive. Where are the jumping fish? Right there. So, this is where I need to build my fishing network. What was it? This? Okay. It's gonna take a long fucking time. Anyways, let's go ahead and build these up real quick. Let's see what we sell. Rope for each of them. Sticks and logs. Yep, I'm gonna end up deforesting this entire fucking area. Just to build these walls. probably be better off getting a sled so I can finish each section as I get to it. But yeah, I should probably get the sled. Where's the log? Over here. I'm just gonna need sticks when I'm done here. There we go. Take so many sticks. Well, that sucks. Yeah, attention tonight. I never will, but I really need to. Yeah? What's up? This is gonna take a very long time. Like I might get to the freaking winter invasion before I got this damn wall built. Fuck. What the hell? Why did I do that?
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah. She wanted to see why I was having to buy a new shower as my shower worked. She didn't understand why I would spend money on buying a new shower. So then I had to install the shower to demonstrate the shower of why it wasn't a total waste of money.
Fair enough.
I was like, yeah, okay. But yeah, anyway, back to the real, things like D&D.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like my dad. I just, I guess he kind of envied people who were, able to do things like that because he had to put in a lot of effort. It's funny because my dad, like, hated puns. He hated them. They would make him so mad. But he built an entire world based on Xanth by Pierce Anthony, and everything was puns. And I'm like, Dad, you fucking hate puns. It's like, yeah, but this is fucking hilarious. Yeah, don't stand under the cherry trees. They bomb you. My dad was kind of a dick as a DM. It was awesome. Because otherwise he was really the nicest person in the whole fucking world. Even if you look a bit scary. But he was just the meanest DM ever. He would wreck your shit. Most people did not survive his campaigns. So much fun.
My problem with that sort of thing is I've had campaigns where I'm trying to make sure everyone survives so they don't feel like I'm being a dick to them. Then I've had other campaigns that I'm like, you know what? I'm physically going to go out my way and kill you. And I've got to the part I'm like, okay, like on this one. I don't expect people to survive.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to sugarcoat and be like, oh, I'm going to do everything possible to make sure you survive and there's a story. No, you die, you fucking die. That's it. Don't care. If you died, there's one or two things happen. You were stupid, or you were very stupid.
You fucked around and found out. That's not my fault.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I could give you a disease and stuff like that, and maybe that's a harder thing on me, but it kind of means maybe you should be treating people a little bit differently. And to me, it works in good for certain things. So if you got disease, you're going to want to rest. Well, having more people is a general thing of some people ain't going to turn up.
Sure enough.
Well, you could go, okay, well, it seems they've actually got such disease, so they're going to be resting.
Right.
And even if you're in the middle of an adventure, it's like, you're not going to turn around and say it's someone who's like, okay, they're actually coughing up blood constantly, they can barely stay awake. Do you want to just put them on the front lines? It's like, no.
Maybe.
We leave them in camp and hope that they get better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it kind of works an alright idea of a reason why someone may just disappear for a little while.
That's a good idea.
I mean, if the player itself suddenly just disappears constantly, then I
They're
may
gonna
just,
die.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's either the character dies or they get turned into an NPC and then I'll control it.
Fair enough.
Now, I am going to go with a few points.
Okay.
A, it is going to be D&D 5.
Why
The
do you
part of
hate
it is-
me? You hate me.
Why?
'Cause I don't know anything about D&D 5. And, like, I
It's-
played 3.5 and that sucked. So I'm, like, just not excited to do anything.
Yeah, but to me, I mean, okay, the simple one is ignore 99% of all rules because I don't give two shits about any of it. The reason I say 5 is that's what the character sheet's going to be.
Oh, okay.
Because it's an easy character sheet to look into. 3.5, you had like 9 sheets. And if you're a caster, you had up to 20.
Yeah, 3.5 was a mess.
Yeah, this, you have 2 pages. That's it. And that's including your items. 3 pages if you go caster. I mean, technically, I'll go with it. More if you go caster. It says 3, but that's only if you write down the name of the spells, where I advise people, if you're going to spellcaster, to actually maybe have a page that says what your spells fucking do, and learn them. Because
That's a good idea, to be honest.
as far as I'm concerned, as a caster, if you don't know what your spell does, you must have
shouldn't be
forgotten it.
Right? And also, you shouldn't be casting spells that you don't know what they do. Like,
Well, yeah. Well, that's the whole point. It's like, if you try and catch it, I'm not sure exactly what... Okay, well, the damage is going to be random now. Because you don't even know how the spell works. So I'm not going to give you that fireball. It doesn't come out like a fireball. It comes out as a fucking fart cloud. You know, whatever.
it's a-
But that's my whole point is, if you're wanting to play that sort of character, don't come to the game not knowing anything. Come to the game actually understanding at least how your spells work. I can go with, you don't need to know everything. You don't need to know all the rules.
right.
But read your character sheet before you get into a game. Doesn't take much.
No, it really
But-
doesn't.
Now, I am going to go with a few points. We will do the first game where we make our characters together.
Right.
But I thought maybe if you're up for it and you've got a bit of time because you're not doing fuck all, because I'm sure you're not getting tucked in Asker or anything. We'll talk about the characters and classes and all that, so you can get a bit of an idea.
Okay.
And then I'll also get you to throw out some things to add into the campaign.
Okay.
Because I talked to my brother and he's got a pretty nice idea. I don't know if I'm going to go with it, but it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Okay.
But, so, we'll start with character-wise. Because as far as I'm concerned, all the D&D books that have came out, you could use anything from it.
Okay.
But the easiest one, actually, I will just... Okay, the classes. You have barbarians. Actually, I'm just going to name them, and if you have even a slightest part of going you don't understand it, just say, but I mean, you've played fucking games, so...
Yeah, barbarians like fighters, yeah?
Yeah, barbarians are fighters that don't wear armor, is the
Yeah.
simplest one.
Yeah, that's
They
good.
are a
been a while.
beefy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are... So you have your class, and then you have subclasses.
Okay.
So that'd be like, okay, well, you could be a barbarian of, say, an animal type, and you
Okay.
take on that persona, or you could be a barbarian of the totem, where the, there's multiple versions of it,
Okay.
but the overarching thing is barbarian. A bard, super simple. Everyone knows a fucking bard. They're awesome.
Yeah. Bards are pretty awesome.
Where I'd love a game where it's like, oh, if you're a bard, you actually had to play fucking music. But you know what? I'm not going to be that much of a dick because most people can't sing.
Most people really can't. Like, valid.
It'd be a pretty awesome one to be like, okay, I'm going to do this spell. You're like, cool. You now need to play music. It's like, why? Because if you do really badly, That's your roll. But if you do really good, you may have just critted.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, okay, so for every song, I'm doing Tenacious D's fucking
Pick a Destiny type
yeah,
fucking. The
the
greatest
one
song
where
ever written.
ever written, yeah. Druid, simple.
Mhm.
Your magic user, but can shapeshift.
Right. You use
Fighter,
like earth magic, yeah.
yeah. I say nature because you also have wind, fire, frost, all that.
Valid. That's true.
It-
That's true.
I'd say it's mostly an elementalist mage that can transform. Is the easiest way to say it.
That's valid. It was
Yeah.
a little more basic back when I was really playing heavy, but
Yeah, no, I'll go with it, and that's why I'm like the classes have taken on a bit more than they were back then.
okay.
Fighter, your bog standard, absolutely normal thing, but the subclasses do change it up.
Okay.
But the fighter is normally it's a martial class like the rogue. Those two are pretty much I'm brand new to the game. Normally throw people on them because
It's easy.
they're easy. But I also go they're more boring than the other classes.
Right.
And there are subclasses that make it more fun, but I mean, it's up to everyone how they want to play. The monk. I don't think the monk was in D&D Advanced. Pretty sure it came in D&D
I
2.
don't think so. Yeah, no. AD&D did not have a monk.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it came in number 2. So number 2, number 3, number 3.5, it was dog shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's a bit better. It's not amazing, but it's a pretty cool class.
Okay.
It's what you'd kind of expect it to be. It uses chi power. It's very hand-to-hand combat, so it doesn't need to use weapons, but it can use weapons.
Okay.
You can subclass it to make it like an assassin sort of thing, or you could make it into Aang from Avatar, where it's water bending, fire bending, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Paladin.
Paladin.
It's a
Fucking
paladin.
Fuck. Paladin's a fucking paladin's a fucking paladin.
Yeah.
That's
You just
kind of
want everybody to just
universal,
go,
yeah.
It's EverQuest 2 Paladin.
Ew. Okay. I mean, I guess EQ2 Paladin isn't that bad.
Yeah, I say EQ2 Paladin on the point of you have the smites and you have some heals and you have quite a range of all different things on the
Okay.
EQ2 Paladin. Ranger. Okay. Ranger, you can go melee. It's not having to be ranged. But at the end of the day, you're mostly a bow type person. You can have a pet. And you can focus highly in that pet. Or you can focus on just being you.
Okay.
And by being you, I mean there's many other specs, but they're all like, you are the ranger. You're not focusing all on a pet.
Right.
Rogue. Stabby, stabby, bum bum.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is like arcane tricksters and that where you actually give the rogue magic and stuff, but generally, I run in, I stab, I do massive damage, and I get the fuck away because I am wearing very light armor, and we'll go squishy, squish, squish.
Right. Mostly, I'm just a sneaky little bastard that likes to stab people where they can't see.
Well, yeah,
Fair enough.
but yeah, I always go when people are like, oh yeah, I'll get the rogue, and they run in and they get into combat and they just stand there stabbing, and I'm always like, what sort of spec rogue are you wanting to be? Because you may as well be a fighter at this point because you are frontline and standing there taking a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to people how they fucking play the class. Sorcerer. Okay, simplest one. Sorcerer and Wizard are very much the same in the general thing. They use the same sort of skills. Wizard has more spells, so he's got a bigger choice. Same spells, but he will actually carry more spells with him, so he'll have a lot more choice what he does at the time.
Uh-huh.
The sorcerer gets meta magic, meaning he can manipulate his spells.
Okay.
So he could make a fireball what's silent,
Mm. Okay.
or he could do a big AoE, but choose certain spots in the AoE not to hurt, so you don't hurt your friends. But I mean, we all
That's
know,
super
hurting friends
beneficial,
and running
but
with scissors
yeah.
are kind of the normal thing.
Hmm.
But basically, sorcerers are you've inherited magic through your ancestry.
Oh, so like proper shit, not like learned shit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you were born with magic. Wizards were born with the capability of magic.
Fair enough. Sorry. The caffeine make me tired.
Warlock. So Warlock. I'm there going. D&D Warlock's a weird one because I can't think of any sort of one that even sounds like a Warlock.
Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah.
Basically, the simplest one is you have a patron. Now, that patron could be, as people expect warlocks, devils, demons,
Right.
old gods, fae, celestials.
Yeah.
You go, there are many things that it could be. So it's not, you have to be evil and all that sort of thing. It's
Right.
it can be normal. Okay, wizard. I mean, there's no point in saying it. We all know how a wizard works. You have
Yeah.
a book, you read it, you cast spells.
Yeah.
You're smart. And then the newer class is the artificer. Artificer gets many, many choices of how he wants to play.
Okay.
An artificer is basically a crafter, is the simplest way to say it.
That's.
You can craft a mechanoid, thing that will walk around with you and can do shields or shoot fire or shoot a laser or something. You can craft. Wow. Craft. Wow, my English is going. You can craft magical items. You want a bag of holding? Craft it. You're that sort of character. You may not be like the strongest and most powerful, but
You're
if
the
you know
most
what you're
useful.
going- yeah, if you know what you're going against, you can prep for that thing, and you could be pretty damn awesome because of it.
Okay.
Uh,
You know what, like elves and such to be that because high intelligence, kind of need high intelligence to be like a
but yeah,
high
but
crafter.
yeah, just so we can get sort of the, as I say, I'm not even going to bother going deep on everything because I don't expect to go many levels. But if you could choose or have a choice of up to 3 characters that you'd like to know more, that you'd consider playing, and then we'll go through and see out of those which you'd like. Mostly because I think it'd be faster doing it now, and then when we go to play the game, you kind of got that idea what you're wanting, compared to doing it in the game and then people being like, "Fuck's sake, you don't know how to play," and it's like, well, no, she doesn't because it's her first time. So shut the fuck up, dickhead.
Oh, well, I don't know if I'll be able to actually really get into it today because my head hurts. And I can't really think. Honestly, that's why I'm just doing basic shit on this game right now. Because my fucking head hurts and I can't fucking think. But I don't know, in a little while. I'm gonna take a shower, right? Like, and hopefully that'll help
Yeah,
my
it's
head.
fine.
And if my head gets better, we can do this today. If not, maybe tomorrow if my head's better.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not.
But I know you like in advance. You're like, I get, yeah, and definitely.
Yeah,
But
and I get that I am doing it pretty far in advance since it's over a month away.
yeah,
But I'm there going.
honestly, that's a good idea. So,
Yeah, I
but
always go.
yeah,
It's better me prepping what character classes people are, what city you think your character would be from, because I want to know where people. If multiple people are from the same city, there's more likely we'll start in that city.
right,
Everyone's from a different city, then I'm like, maybe we start in the wilderness.
right. Like,
It
end up
just gives
you're
me a bit of an
foraging
idea.
or something, or you're going
Yeah,
out for supplies and you run into this person. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I figured the artificer would be from the tinkery place for sure because that fucking makes sense.
Well, yeah, well, that's the part. You go, an artificer is definitely going to be the tinkering place. A wizard,
Could
sorcerer,
be
and
just
warlock
about
are most
anywhere.
likely going to be from the mage.
Yeah,
But
Arcana. Yeah,
it's like fighter is definitely going
definitely
to be
from.
from the imperial fucking
Yeah,
fortress sort of thing.
Druid and Ranger would probably be from the others. You know.
Yeah, Druid and Rangers probably from Illyrium. It's like so there are ones that would suit them. Now it doesn't mean you have to say you stayed there all the time. You could have literally been born there, grown up, and taken on an expedition, and you've moved to a different city, and that's why you're in that city, and you expand from there.
Yeah.
But then at certain points, like if you're a wizard, I'd be like, well, okay, you're going to have to go back to your main city to start learning the higher magics because, well,
Right. Because you're not gonna learn higher magics in like the tinkery place. They're just not.
yeah, it's very unlikely they're going to have the details and the things that you need. And what you need, you could probably get, but it's going to be fucking costly.
Yeah. Because yeah,
Because
commerce
for
is expensive.
me, it makes sense, and I quite like the idea of being like, oh yeah, you could be anywhere. But the one thing I've always found annoying is when people go, oh, you've just leveled up. You're like, okay, I've leveled up in the middle of combat. How? How have I leveled up? Why have I leveled up?
Yeah.
Because I've always been a big believer of you level up for reasons.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason to me is like, okay, say you're a wizard or a warlock, whatever. You've leveled up by trying something. You're like, okay, I want to learn this spell. Yeah, okay, cool. So what spell is it? It's like, oh, I want to learn Misty Step or something. Yeah, okay. In every downtime, downtime, you're gonna practice that spell and you're gonna make rolls. And maybe I'll give you that spell early, like literally a level early, that you try it a few times in combat, and if it works, that's unlocked the part of you being able to level up. That's
Nice.
why when you leveled up, you gained the spell. Not the cool, you just killed this creature, bing, you're leveled. Because it sounds fucking shit. I mean, I get it. Everyone should be leveling up around the same time.
But it doesn't
But
always
it's,
work that way. Like everybody's
yeah, well,
different. So
there's that. Because I may go, okay, well, if people are more involved, then yeah, there's that. And there's also the part of if you actually, I don't know, play the game. So if you're AFK for weeks on end, maybe you won't be the same level as other people.
right, you're gonna have to earn that shit. Work for
Yeah,
it, bitch. Work for it.
I go with the point of some people go, oh, that's unfair, and it makes me want to not play. You go, okay, but
But if you're not actually playing, then it's
story. Oh yeah, but story-wise, your character's been on his deathbed for weeks, and you think he should just gain experience? Unless if you can come up with a story reason why you'd level up, and it always has to be due to what your next level is. If you suddenly went, "Ah, I'm going as a necromancer, as a wizard, and it's like, actually, the part of being on the death's door unlocked my abilities to actually get the
commune with the dead.
necromancer
Yeah,
stuff. You're like, dude, okay, shit, yeah, that fucking works.
that
Yeah,
actually does work. That's actually legitimate. Yeah.
yeah, and you're like, okay, yeah, 100%. I'll let you level up then. If you're like, I leveled up, you're like, why? And you're like, because I want to.
No, that doesn't work.
Like,
That's ridiculous.
no.
It's ridiculous.
But it's like, I've already had one mate go, he wants to play a Warforged, what's basically, well, he had an idea
Like,
of playing a
kinda
Warforged.
like a robot.
Basically, a big robot. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, cool. If you are, I am going to have to say you are made in the fucking Tinkering Town. I went,
Absolutely.
that's a given.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's fine. I didn't wanted to break certain rules, like being able to hold a shield and a two-handed weapon. D&D doesn't allow it.
Right,
Luckily,
but if you're Warforged, wouldn't you be like able to do weird shit like that because you've been made?
This is the point. I went, I won't allow it at level 1. That's
right. You gotta earn
simple
that.
thing.
Yeah.
You've got to earn it. And by earn it, I mean pay for it. I like you need to have a tinkerer's toolkit or an artificer's toolkit. You'll be tinkering with your own body and shields.
Nice.
Meaning you have to buy shields and you'll do rolls. And each time you fail, you lose a little life. And if you succeed and get the right number, you have unlocked it. So on your next level up, you get the shield. But instead of it being a permanent shield, it's as a reaction. So one attacks you, and you get a reaction a turn, you could pull out the shield to block that or get extra armor for that one attack.
Yeah. That's clever as fuck.
So it's not a permanent boost, but it gives you that cool. Someone's just hit you. It's like, would I have blocked it if they? Yeah, like yeah. You could have blocked that attack that would kill you. Like the shield pops out. It's like, ping! Oh my god, I felt fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And is it a game-changing thing? Not really. Is it something you wanted? Yes. If you want something, it's as simple as just talking about it. But if something's too overpowered, it's not that I'm going to say no, but there's going to be a fucking weakness that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Because that's only fair.
well, yeah, you go, sure, maybe you could have something really powerful, but maybe it's only because you've been taking, certain drugs.
Right.
Like, okay, well, what's the problem with that?
Withdrawal, motherfucker.
You're like, yeah, you are going to get addictions. You are going to have withdrawals. The stat block's already there. Congratulations. You have a money sink. You are stronger, but if you don't have the shit, you're going to have problems.
Right.
And at that point, it'll be fun because it'll be like, you've got a character basically like, I need my crack, where's my crack? I got to get my crack if I don't have my crack and shit.
Right, like, or you're really got a lot of energy for great lengths of time, but it's because of this drug, and if you use it for too long, you start to fucking hallucinate, and you get paranoid.
Well, yeah. And I go, generally to me, it's always whatever you think could happen, basically can happen. There's no downfalls, there's no problems with it all. Just want everyone to feel that their character is what they want. I mean, I get, you normally can tell people, oh, well, what class do you want to play? If you had just an idea in mind of what you'd want to be, you can fit a class to it.
Right.
But like, as my brother said, can we not just make some classes? Because I'm getting AI to do everything so far, and it has done everything. Oh, phone call, one sec.
Okay. Shit. I have to get a shower, too. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here for now because my head is killing me. So, thanks for hanging out. Sorry, I will be back. I will be back later, after I deal with this headache. But I'm not feeling well. My head